Hey guys, welcome. This is our study guide video, so let's start. Number one. Hey, I'm down here. I'm at my house, by the way, so you might hear or see my dogs, so just be careful. Alright, Mr. Smith labels each of his awesome movies with a 3-digit code to identify the movies in his computer system. Each code is 1 digit followed by 2 letters. With repetition allowed, how many codes are possible? So basically, we have 3 digits, so there's 3 spots. The first one has to be a number. The next 2 are letters. So we have 10 digits I can select from, 26 letters. So all I have to do is go ahead and multiply each one of those. And I have my calculator always ready to go. So turn that on. 10 times 26 times 26, and we should get 6,760. Okay, number 2. You have 5 dimes in your pocket. Of those dimes, 1 is German. Suppose you pick it says penny, but it should be dime, out of your pocket at random. Find the probability of not. So that little squiggly means not German. Well, if 1 out of 5 is German, that means 4 out of 5 is not German. Okay. 3. The probability that Bob is late to school is 2 out of 7. Find the probability that Bob is on time for the next 3 days. Okay, so there's 3 days occurring. And of those 3 days, hold on one second, I'm getting a phone call. Alright, that was from the president. We're good. There's a disaster. I was going to have to solve a math problem to save it, but it looks like we're okay. Okay, so what's the probability that Bob is on time? Well, if he's late 2 out of 7, that means he's on time 5 out of 7. That was a really weird way to write that. And what's the probability that happens 5 days in a row? So we're going to multiply all of that. So I basically get 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, which is equal to 125, over 7 times 7 times 7, which is 343. Okay, number 4. On a 6-question multiple choice, A, B, C, D, you guess randomly. What's the probability that you get all 6 correct? So we have 6 problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have a 1 out of 4 chance you're going to get it right. 1 out of 4, 1 out of 4. And the reason why is because you're guessing randomly. Only one of them is right out of 4 possible. And so those are your probabilities. Okay, so you're going to multiply them all together again. This is kind of like our fundamental counting principle. And obviously 1 times itself 6 times is going to be 1 over 4. We raise to the 6th power because there's 6 of them, and we get 1 to the 4,096. And then we're going to get the probability that you get them all wrong. That's going to be 3 to the 4th power, or 3 over 4, and we're going to do that to the 6th power because there's 6 of them. So I'm going to do that in my calculator as 3 over 4. Let's see here. And then parentheses. Whoa. Messed up. Let me do that again. 3 divided by 4. And then I'm going to raise that to the 6th power. And we get, there we go, 729 out of 4,096. Okay, so much more likely you're going to get them all wrong than you're going to get them all right. So my best judgment for you is don't guess on a multiple choice, like the final that's coming up. Alright, a bag contains 4 marbles and 4 purple and 3 white. 2 are drawn at a time. What's the probability marble is drawn and not replaced? The second marble is drawn. Okay, so we got white. Okay, white marble is going to be 3 out of the total 7. I throw it out though, I'm not replacing it. And then we're going to do, what is the probability of the second one, which is purple? That's going to be 4 out of 6. Okay? Alright, so 3 times 4, we can do that in our head, 12. Alright, and then 7 times 6, 42. We could reduce that, but we're going to go ahead and leave it. Alright, so let's see. I box all my answers here. Let's make sure we do that. You want to say hi to one of my dogs? Okay, let's see which one comes. There's CB. She's walking away right now. Oreo. Oreo. What? Do you see her back there? She's stretching like that. You see that? This is CB right here. Here. You want to say hi? Hi, Stevie. Come here. Alright, say hi, say hi. Say hi. There's Stevie. Alright. Stevie loves doing math. Oh, aren't you such a good little girl? You're such a good little girl. Okay, okay, okay. Goodbye, goodbye. For whatever reason, whenever I do a video, Oreo never wants to come in here. Oreo, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oreo. Here she comes. Oh, you're lucky. Oreo, come here. Up here. Up here. Up here. Jump, jump, jump. No, not you, Stevie. Jump. Oreo. Oreo. Look at that. She's camera shy. Oh my gosh. Anyways, whatever. I don't know what I can do. Maybe I'll get her later. They're probably going to play back there for a while now, so that's not going to be distracting. I can see her tail moving. They're playing right there. Alright, number 6. A number 18 through 44 is chosen, randomly selected from the following by letter from Kylo Ren. What is the probability of choosing a prime number and then the letter? Well, I actually looked up all the prime numbers, and there's 7 prime numbers from 18 to 44. And to find 18 to 44, I used my calculator. Let's see if I can show it to you. I don't know if it's going to work. It's kind of hard to see. I did 18 minus 44. I got negative 26. I should have done 44 minus 18. Got positive 26. But there's actually 27 numbers because we didn't count the 18 when you do the subtracting. So that's how many prime numbers there are out of the total number. And then we're going to multiply that by the probability of getting an R. So there's 1 R out of 7 for 7 letters in Kylo Ren. So we get 1 out of 7. The 7s are going to cross cancel, and we're going to get 1 over 27. Okay, and there we go. Number 7. 2 buckets each contain green balls and red balls. Bucket 1 has 5 and 6. Bucket 2 has 10 and 14. What's probably getting a red ball from bucket 1? So that's going to be there's 6 out of 11 in bucket 1. And then we're looking at the second bucket. And it says we're going to get a green bucket, that'd be 10 out of 24. And we multiply the tops, that's 60 over 11 over 24, or 11 times 24, probably got to do that in my head, 264. Can't do that one in my head. Okay? Alright, number 8, it says Tom has 8 chores to complete this Friday. How many ways can he arrange the order in which he does them? 8 is just basically, we're talking about permutation, okay? Apparently order does matter in this one, okay? Order does matter. All right, next. Next page. Yes. Okay. Isn't that prime? Like we finished the front page, now we're on the back page? Okay. Number 9, how many 8-letter arrangements can be made using the word Tatooine? First of all, there's 8 letters, but we have repeats. So if you look at the word Tatooine, we'll spell it out. Okay. How many letters do I have? I have 1, 2, that's a repeat, 3, repeat, 4, 5, 6. So my N is equal to 6, and I have 8 places to put it. Well, if I try and do NCR or NPR, it won't work. So I have to do repetition. It doesn't take account of repetition, so we need to do repetition, which is going to be into the R. So whenever we're dealing with repetition, we're going to have to do it like this. 6 to the 8th power, which is going to be a decently large number, and we're going to get, I have like hair in my mouth for my dog. This is gross. It's the casualty of having a beard. So her hair gets stuck in my beard and then gets in my mouth. It is seriously disgusting. I wish I didn't share that with you either. Okay, so here's our number. Okay, so 1,679,616. I am so glad they came up with this math, so I don't actually have to put it in that many different ways, because that would be literally unbearable. Number 10. How many different 9-letter arrangements can be using the word force push? In the word force push, we have no repetition, so I can actually just use 9P9 or 9NPR9. And so again, have to use our calculator. 9. My calculator's gonna find that real quick, and we get 362,880. We actually had one just like that in our game. Number 11. The lifting team is choosing two new Hulks from a group of 1,000 who tried out how many ways can they choose the two new Hulks. Again, this is going to be combination because we don't care who comes first. We just care that they're big and buff and they can lift really heavy things. So 1,000 NCR 2, and we're going to get still a very large number of combinations. 499,500. Okay, it's because you have so many different people. 1,000 people. It's a lot of people. All right, number 12. We're talking about Austin. Sorry, buddy, that I totally just threw you in my problem, but I think it's a compliment. You know, had you for 2 years, you're a cool kid. All right, here we go. There's 4 Muscle Milk, 10 Snickers, 2 homemade grandma cookies, and 40 Jolly Ranchers. If you add all of that up, I believe you get 56 things. So we have 56 items. The first one says probably I get a Muscle Milk. So that's 56 things, and 4 of them are Muscle Milk. Times, so he drinks the Muscle Milk. Whoop, that's gone. And then he goes ahead and gets a Jolly Rancher after that. So that's going to be 40 Jolly Ranchers. But now there's only 55 items because we're talking about dependent probability. So we're going to do 4 times 40. That gives me 160 over 56 times 55. And we get 3,080. Okay? 13. Sorry, I haven't boxed a couple of these last ones, have I? Getting lazy. 13. Here we go. 2 Snickers, so he's got to eat 1 Snickers, so that's going to be 10 out of 56. And then times 9 out of 55, because we ate 1. All right, it's gone. So 90 on top, and 56 on 55, we did that before, so it's the same right there. Okay, you all know how much Austin likes his Snickers. Probability of homemade grandma cookie, this one's really easy. It's 2 out of 56. We're not doing 2 things, so it actually makes it very simple. All right, 15. I guess I skipped 15 on the numbering, so 16. Tommy Boy, great movie, by the way, draws a card from a deck of cards. It's probably he draws a 9. Okay, well, there's 4 9s out of 52 cards. Yes, you're going to have to know your cards when it comes to this test. All right, 17. A black card or an ace. Okay, well, we have 26 black cards. And we have 2 aces that are not black, because I don't want to overcount. Okay, if I did 4 aces, I'd be double counting the black. So we got to do 28 out of 52. All right, 18. We're almost there. A club or a heart. Well, club's 13, heart's 13. That's going to be 26 out of 52, or 1/2 of the deck. 19. If he picks 2 cards from getting 2 face cards without replacement, so probably I get a face card. Well, there are 12 face cards out of 52. Okay, take 1 out. I only have 11 face cards left, and I only have 51 left. So we're going to have to multiply those. Got my calculator ready to go. So that's 132 on top. And 51 times 52 is 2652. And 19, that was that. Now 20, last one. If you roll 2 dice, what's the probability of getting a sum of 6? Okay, so we got to think of all of our possibilities. I'm just going to go starting with 1 and moving over. So can I get it with 1? Yeah, 1 plus 5, so I'm going to tell you that. What about 2s? 2 plus 4. What about if I have a 3? 3 plus 3. What if I have a 4? 4 plus 2. What if I have a 5? 5 plus 1. What about a 6? Can't do it, so I get 5 out of the 36 possibilities. Okay, there it is. We're done. Let's see if I can get my dog over here. I got a couple seconds. Oreo! I'm going to run and get her. Say hi, Oreo. Alright, here's Oreo. You can barely see her, huh? She's so short. This is Oreo. She's a sweetheart. Look at her. She loves me. Anyways, good luck on the test. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. Say goodbye, Oreo. Bye-bye. Bye bye.